fellow South Africans and compatriots. We are back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Ramsey's channel. How you doing? How's lockdown treating you? Are you guys okay?
How many of you were infected by corona? How many of you survived it? Condolences to those who
lost their loved
ones due to
friends.
this. Now I call it a disease. Educated people will tell you about epidemic and what
Pandemic
and guys, you are overeducated. There are people like me in South Africa who wouldn't care about pandemics. It's a disease. Sick into it. So
guys, we haven't been giving you guys content, and part of that reason is that we got married, we became inconsistent, we became too busy planning a wedding.
One place to another.
Yeah, planning a wedding is just hectic, guys. So yeah,
attending family funerals.
How many funerals have you had this year?
This year was 2, and then we had another one in December. Then we had 2, in fact 3. We had 4.
Yeah, we had about 4.
In a period of 4 months, 4 funerals.
Yeah.
Some 2 dying in 1 month. Hell, I want us keep on in heaven. I think God has prepared something nice, but yeah. Yes, we'll see these parties when we get to heaven. But yeah, for now, guys, my wife said there was someone who was asking her about life before marriage and life in...
like the differences, how we're adjusting and everything, and that led to this video. I think for myself, it has just been tiring. It has been exhausting, but it has been a beautiful experience. Actually, wait. Before we continue with this video, please just hit the subscribe button, like, comment.
Somewhere down there.
Somewhere, like, subscribe, comment, guys.
Your views are important, but
yes,
remember this is supposed to be an educational platform, especially for me. I mean, I've never seen any guy who gets excited by just sitting in front of a camera and talking too much. So...
I know someone.
Your content, no, it's fine. I'm not him. your content, your responses, your comments, feedback will be very much important, more especially for me, the fit.
Yes, guys. So as I was saying, for me, it has been very... it has been very tiring because...
Yeah, only because of you cannot run away. When you are in a relationship,
guys,
when you are in a relationship, you can...
I'm stuck.
Leave whenever you want to. But if she leaves now...
My people, my parents, my father, everyone, his family is gonna ask me what's going on and whatnot. Exactly. And guys, sometimes it's not wrong that you should miss your family and miss being with your people, but it's just that people are expecting that it's your first year of marriage. You guys must be happy. You guys must be in it to win it. You guys must just be, and we are really like that. We enjoy being together forever and ever. We enjoy each other's space. There are times where he just wants to be alone. Not because no, not because I'm boring him, but because he likes to take time out and reflect and think and process certain things, make plans and stuff like that. And I'm also like that. And for now, it has been very challenging because now I have to... I have to take in certain roles that I expected of me as his wife. And already we have been going through this journey since last year when we were staying together, like being a wife. I was already a wife by then because we were staying together and I would do certain things for him. And unfortunately for myself, he got used to those things. We had a routine and we're still sticking to it. The only thing that changed is gym.
Yeah, since Ramaphosa has no, but
Since
when she went back home last year, we were still paying for her gym. You know, so I think that will also I think be a strong point for us to say that even before we got married, we were doing things of married people. Hence, even now there isn't much of a difference since we've moved in together. The difference is that no one can just go separate ways because of they wish to.
Yeah.
And then, like any other thing in life, marriage has its own addition of responsibilities, like sports, like homeworks, school, like, you know, work, going to church, you know, each and every little thing that you do in life has additional responsibilities. And this one has also been the same. So my brother always say that marriage is what you make of it. Your house is what you make of it. And we have practically, you know, came to living that life and having to understand what it means. But for us, there hasn't been much of a transition because, like I said, we were married before we can officially pay lobolas and all those things. We moved
It feels like we've been married for 3 years.
Yes, it actually means, it feels like the only time when we had a relationship was on the first day when we met. That day when we were all over watching soccer this side, getting drunk this side with the friends, if you watched our first video.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, remember we said we never gave a title to our relationship. Everything just fell into place. And you would feel that when you're with the right person, there is no difference between relationship and marriage. When you're with the wrong person, there is so much that you need to absorb. There is so much that, you know, the pressure of having to please that person and all those things, you know. So
I knew exactly what I was getting myself into when I married him, and it was the same thing with him. He knew this is how Keke is, and she's not gonna wake up and change, because from day one we were real with each other. And I feel like we've been married for 3 years because he hasn't done anything that I'm shocked by. Like, everything he's been doing, it's like I'm expecting him to say certain things, because it's like I know him, I know myself. It's like, yeah.
we still go out, we still go clubbing. The difference is that naturally, so not that it was a choice, but the level in which we used to do it has dropped.
Yeah.
Even when we go out,
When it's like
clubbing,
midnight, it's like
let's
time
go
out.
home. And it's not as if we're gonna come here and have sex or sleep, but we just want our own space away from everyone, where no one would step us. You know, even if when we get home we don't talk a lot, but just being in the presence of one another is something intimate. It's something that is,
That is our intimacy.
you know, a very strong point in our marriage that used to be a relationship. So yeah, guys, the only thing that I can say is that we are still friends.
Yeah.
Whenever we go out, if one is not there, people will always ask, hey, where is your partner? You know, even strangers who just see us around going to the shops, always buying things, would, hey, you come to our house, because we are always
Together.
together.
And that's how we like being seen. We like being seen together. There are times where he's like, I'm not going there, I'm not going to entertain that. But for me, he does that. And that's what I always do for him. And I think marriage comes with a lot of compromising. Sometimes you're not comfortable with certain things. You're not interested in certain things, but because your partner is interested in those things, you end up actually going for those things. But compromising doesn't mean that your feelings are not considered. I think with me and him, he knows that if he wants us to do something and I didn't want to do it in the first place, he knows that if I'm gonna be willing to do it, he knows that I'm expecting a favor sometime during the week.
Yeah, sometimes I expect to get paid. You don't send me to the shop for nothing.
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
does that a lot. If I'm lazy to go to the shops and I'm like, please go get 1, 2, 3. He's like, okay, but I'm gonna take this amount of money, or I'm gonna buy myself data or stuff like that. And yeah. And the other thing is finances. I think being married has not affected our finances in any way, because when we were still dating, I was pretty much still controlling his salary. Am I wrong? From the first day we met, he was like, this is my salary and whatnot. And from then on, I think a couple of months down, I had access to his bank card. He has access to mine, and
Yeah,
that's
and
how it's been.
it came naturally, guys. It started when we were in a relationship. You know what happened? This other time, it was just in the middle of the month. And, at that time, financially wise, your pocket is not properly balanced,
Because you were a bachelor.
Yes.
You were
She came to my
spending
house.
recklessly.
I think it was around the first times when she started stepping in my posy.
Yeah.
And she noticed that, hey, I want to cook for you, but there are things that are not. And I said, you know what, I'm a guy, and she understood. We went out just to get those ingredients that she wanted. And then she turned that little tube of mine into $1 million, because at the ultimate end, when I came back home, I had a full additional grocery to what I called grocery, which was anti-grocery or whatever. And then she also had a grocery from that. And I was shocked, guys, because she took 50 cents and, turned it into 5,000. And from that moment, I knew that, you know what, if I want my cupboard to look proper, the miss is the one who needs to do, groceries and everything. So at that time, I would just give her the card. Like, you know what, here's a card. You are the one who cooks. And we were living separately.
I was still having my own place.
And I was having mine. You know what is it that I need? You know what is it that you need? Should buy those things, there will still be a change. And a lot of it. And when I used to buy those things myself, I would buy less with no change. So I'm just trying to show you that along the way, there were just those mini little things that one would pick up, like, you know what, this person is so important in my life. And now I had to accept that I cannot put chutney in the fridge when she does not know where does it come from. She was just a girlfriend, mind you, Yeah, so we grew like that. We fell into place, and then today we are here. We are still the people that we were when we started dating. And then financially wise, for men, it can never be enough as a man because of the family plans that you have. And for women, money is not everything. I've learned that through my wife. But you as mothers of the nation, there's also an expectation and the role that you must play as a wife. Those are two different things, if you get me. And marriage teaches you to bring them together as one. Like I've just said, we enjoy being in each other's presence. She would be sitting here, I'm sitting here, we are watching the same channel. We are not chatting because she's worried about what she's gonna cook when she stands up.
Not that I'm worried,
but I'm just trying to bring up, a practical example in terms of what I've just said.
Okay.
And I'll just be sitting there and thinking about 5 days to come, the things that we want to achieve, and the role that I'm supposed to play as a husband. No pressure. It just comes out naturally that you as a man and you as a wife, naturally so, that those things that come and you have to meditate about, pray for one another even if you are not aware, think for each other when you are in each other's absence, which is rarely between the two of us. We are never
apart. We're forever together.
Yes, even our parents her father does not call her. He calls me if she's looking for her. And the same goes to my family. They call her. It's natural. So now I'm done by faith. I'm just want to conclude by saying, when you are in a relationship with a person and you know that when you were single at some point as a lady you wanted to have an experience of smoking weed, don't ever be afraid to bring it up, because
that's how practically
we never cared, because at some point she would want wine, I'll steal it. At some point I would buy something and then she would steal it, And if you are with the wrong person, you would get annoyed.
Yeah.
Pissed off and angry.
I buy things that I know he's going to enjoy. He buys things that he knows I'm going to enjoy. Like, I think it was 2 days ago, we went snack shopping and then he bought some snacks, including those were cheese curls. And I know how much he likes cheese curls now. And I was in the shop with him at the same time. But I just felt like, no, cheese curls are very childish. Mind you, I enjoy them. Yesterday when we were watching a movie, I was like, baby, kupadi cheese curls how? Because I was really craving them and they were his. But he was like, okay, he stood up and then he went to go get his cheese curls and then I ate them.
Yeah, so that's basically what happens when you are compatible with someone.
Yeah.
Whatever that you do, it is never interesting if they're not going to enjoy it, if they're not going to love it, and if they're not going to share the same excitement as you, That's how you find that many relationships and marriages fail, because your partner is so passionate about something and you are not making them feel like it's worthy to be achieved. Or if they are worthy of achieving it or enough of achieving it or have the potential to achieve it, We argue about food each and every time because she loves cooking and
he likes eating
a lot. And she's a great cook and so she would come and say, have a taste, and I'd be very excited about that.
Because my taste buds don't work.
And she would tell me, no, you're doing me a favor, and then we'll fight.
Because sometimes you're like, what if it's too much salt or too chili? We don't like chili food, but of late I've realized that he actually can eat chili food more than I can. I have ulcers and everything, so like it's sometimes very upsetting.
Chili, magazine chili.
Yes,
must be limited.
Yeah, it must be a bit mild, but he can handle hot things. And sometimes I would cook the food, but because I didn't taste the food and I can't taste the food, like I can't taste my own food, I would go to him and ask him to taste, and he'll be like, yeah, it's fine. And then when I get back to the kitchen, I'm like, sha again.
She comes back again. How is it like now? And I remember, but I've just tasted this thing with 2 minutes. I have to taste again.
And then when I have to eat it, it's like, oh my goodness, I can't handle this chili. It's just too much chili. And he'd be surprised at me and be like, but you're the one who cooked it. But hey guys, that's how marriage life has been for us. It has been
a great experience for me.
It has been very great. And the fact that we can have
sex however we want without our families interfering in our business.
So if tomorrow I rock up and I'm preggies, no one is going to ask questions because they're like, oh, we know what you guys do.
It's not a secret.
It's not a secret.
Yeah, but
and we enjoy in the comfort of our own home. It's only us
we thought being bought by parents. The parents did that thing.
It's only us two in the house. I can scream and yell. My neighbors have fun. No one can hear anything. We are good.
Parents were fate. I have a problem with parents, but since we got married, they've given us our space.
Yeah, we've been enjoying our marriage without.
So guys, if you want, stop looking for perfect partners. Stop looking for marriage
material.
Yeah, marriage material. Stop looking
There's
for...
nothing like marriage material,
by
the way. It doesn't
exist.
We met
each other. We met one another. You know, I met someone who's outgoing like me,
Yeah.
talkative like me, loving like me if I am. I met someone who's fun to be with, like me if I am, and someone who's compassionate, you know, because what we love doing when we are bored or when we are sad or angry, we enjoy buying things and sharing things with people.
Yeah.
We will drive around, bloom. If we meet with someone whom we feel that we connect with on emotional level, we will just stop whoever the person is and offer what we can offer at the time, you know. And it comes back to saying your heart will always lead you to the right places if you listen to it. And if you become honest with the person that you are. Because when we met, we never rejected one another. In fact, we became one from the first minute go. And wherever we've been, we have never been rejected by people. And the things that we tried to do, to offer, or support that we tried to offer, no one ever felt that it was little because it's something that we did from the bottom of our hearts.
Yes.
So be yourselves, guys. The reason why we fell into wrong relationships is because of we get in as images of who we are, you know, not we are skeletons. You get into a marriage, you see that this lady is beautiful, and then you're already having ideas in your mind about who she is, and you're forgetting about where now, who are you, you know. And now you end up doing things that makes her happy.
You compromise yourself
You compromise yourself, and then
just to please her.
you are not aware that you are disadvantaging yourself because of, in fact, you are killing what you're trying to build before it starts, because of when she's supposed to come and play a part, she doesn't know who are you. And then she finds out surprises about you being a different person. And because of you never opened up a room for her to get to know the real you, she has now started treating you as a person that she assumed you to be. And it goes all wrong, you know. So be yourself. If you feel like you want to have sex on top of the or on top of the mountain, say it. What's important is the feedback that's gonna come from it. Remember, when you look beautiful, it's not because of people said you are beautiful. It's because of you rocked out confident about yourself. You being amazing, psychologists will always tell you that it starts with your confidence. It starts inside of yourself, you know. Some people will go out to steal. When they come back home, no one saw that as theft. She's trying to show me. I wanted to close this video in 15 minutes and then she did not let me. So yeah, but I'm sorry for going long. I don't like talking for a very long time. I'm mindful of your data. Yeah, I almost said go somewhere, but I noticed I almost advertised people. So yeah. Until next time, guys, we hope that the content here was enough. If it was not, please comment, and then we can have a part 2.
Yes,
Is it possible?
Yes, it is.
Van Damme part 1, part 2, part 3. Fellow South Africans, first announcement. Fellow South Africans, part 2. Fellow lockdown. We're going to have the same here.
Yes, guys, we'll see you again next time in our next upload. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit it. Don't just only subscribe, guys. Please comment.
Like and comment, guys. We want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, I'm not mindful of likes. I'm mindful of comments.
Yeah.
You know, we want to learn from you guys.
Yeah.
We wanna...
If you're married, if you're in a stable relationship, if you're still looking, what are you looking for? Oh, guys, the other thing, and we only discussed this the day before yesterday. I wasn't aware that my husband doesn't want to adopt, and I want to adopt. And it became such an issue, guys, because I was like, nah, I want to. And we want to hear from you guys, like...
That's a topic for another day, guys.
Yeah, it's
There's so much we touched on that you feel there is something that we need to expatiate. This guy is...
Expatiate. Oh my goodness, what is
this
that?
This thing is English. Whoa.
Guys, okay, guys. We'll see you guys in our next upload.
Sure.